Hi guys, this is Vitaly with AFT Dispatch and A2C Logistics, and in today's video, I'd like to speak with you about the next supply chain shockwave that's almost here. But first, roll the intro. Welcome back, guys. Now, before we get started, I'd like to ask you to please like the video, be sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a single release of our videos, where every Friday we're talking about something that could benefit you in your trucking businesses, in your trucking careers, as well as cover the loads we've successfully booked for our customers, consisting of leased owner operators and carriers operating under their own MC authorities, running under our truck dispatch services. As always, guys, big thank you for all the likes you've provided in all the previous videos. Please do keep them coming, and let's talk about this upcoming shockwave to the entire industry. This is going to affect us really hard, and this will be a big deal for all of truckers in America. This will affect consumers, and let's dive in. So the next supply chain. So this video is coming in a little bit late today because literally I had to switch topics because this came up and I thought to myself, wow, I have to cover this because it really is that big. Now, I'm still working on that follow-up video that I had mentioned in the previous video from last week. It's just a lot more detail in there, and once I'm finished, you'll be glad you watched it, so definitely look out for that. I will send that out. Hopefully this weekend is when I'm planning on it. So let's get going with this thing. So first things first, let's go back to May of 2021. Why are we doing this? Because in May of 2021, almost a year from now, the Yantian Container Terminal in Shenzhen, China, one of the biggest in the world, in fact, in some aspects, it is the biggest in the world, was basically shut down to 30% of normal productivity, normal capacity. It was basically down to nothing. That had a huge effect on everything that happened. Remember all the ships that, by the way, are still floating around out in the Pacific. We just don't hear about it much, but they're still there. And that whole issue, it had affected the US as well as Europe. It actually tripled transit times. It created all sorts of missed retail deliveries. The holiday shopping for that time was completely missed. So it had a major effect. And the entire global trade center was basically shut down, which was right there in China. This was a really big deal. Now, what we're actually seeing now is worse. What's coming, I should say, is worse. We haven't seen anything like this since the initial lockdowns in 2020 in China. Now, this is worse than even Wuhan in 2020. So, I'm really building this one up because it really deserves it. Because here's the thing. Let's fast forward to today. Today, we have 25 million people that are locked down in different parts of China, and Shenzhen, that province, that's what we're talking about. 25 million people there, plus all the other areas all around. Then they're barely starting to kind of ease up a little bit here and there, letting people come out of their homes. And it's a lot worse than that because this is actually going to continue until at least June of 2022, June of this year. So this is going to have a major effect, and it will stretch out, and it's almost like exactly what we need here in the US with everything that we've had going on. So it's kind of a saving grace, because when all this starts to flood back into US and Europe, we're going to see some major issues. Now, again, we're probably going to see a ton of freighters, ships that are going to be sitting out there with containers. So container ships, just like we saw before. Now, just to kind of give you an idea, Shenzhen, this Yantian port, we're talking 7.2% of all Chinese volume goes through there. We're talking 20% of all Chinese containers and container ships going through there. And at this time, most of the warehouses are shut down, and 9 out of 10 trucks in China are sitting on the sidelines. So I think you get the picture. Once this thing unravels, we're going to see a major influx of freight that's coming in. So like I said, almost like our saving grace, and it will take a while for this thing to unravel, but at the end of the day, we are going to see, from my analysis that I will present in a future video that's coming up, we are seeing a decline, a strong decline. It looks like it will continue to decline. You have to hold strong, and there will be an upside to this. There always is. Guys, I'm going to switch over to camera. We're going to look over the loads that we book for our customers. Please, any questions, comments, and concerns, leave them in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Please smash that like button for us. Help us out, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Welcome back, guys. Let's take a look at some of these loads. I want to really make sure you pay attention to the first two for sure, so definitely stick around. We're going to start off with a reefer coming out of Syracuse, Indiana, going to Ketchum, Idaho. It's a long run, very light load, 6,000 pounds of high-density polyurethane, and it's some sort of HDPE, not exactly sure. Needless to say, it's a dry load running in a reefer, 1,736 miles booked at $5,500, got them $317 a mile on lots of miles. Then at a Hamer, Idaho, with a one-pick, two-dropper going to Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, and Wayne, New Jersey. This is a load to scale full load of potatoes running at 42 degrees on the reefer, 2,256 miles booked at $7,200, got them $319 a mile. So these guys ran Friday to Friday, only ran these two loads, ended up running 3,992 loaded miles, grossed $12,700 for the week at an average of $318 per loaded mile average. Now, pay attention. The next one we're going to look at is going to be a power only. Starting out in Jerome, Idaho, going to Coalinga, California, 43,000 pound load of hay, 795 miles booked at $13.60, got them $1.71 a mile. Then Lebec, California to Kent, Washington, made up the difference. It's a 16,000 pound load of snacks, $1,050, booked at $4,100, which got them $390 a mile. That's why we sent them there for $1.71. Then Tacoma, Washington to Tillamook, Oregon, 43,000 pound load of organic fertilizer, plus an additional $150 layover kicked in. It's only 214 miles booked at $13.50, got them $631 a mile. And they finished off with Wallula, Washington to Denver, Colorado, 43,000 pound load of packaging materials, 1,084 miles booked at $3,200, which got them $295 a mile. Now, they ran Thursday to Thursday, also a week like the reefer. They ran 3,143 loaded miles, ended up grossing $10,010 for the week at an average of $318 per mile. This is where it's really important. The reefer ran 3,992 miles, so more miles. However, it still ended up getting $318 per loaded mile and grossed $12,700, while the power only ran 3,143 miles and grossed $10,010, both of them at the same exact rate. This is where owning your own trailer is going to make the difference. We're talking $2,700 difference in 1 week. Do that for 4 weeks, that's over $10,000 difference. Obviously, it's very clear that having your own trailer, whether purchased or rented, is going to make you a lot more money because your rental charges or your trailer note is going to be considerably less, including insurance, than running power only and dealing with all the headaches that power only brings with it. Now, next one we're going to have is a regular drive-in out of Laredo, Texas, going to Clearfield, Utah. This is a light load, 9,000 pounds of consumer goods and appliances, 1,401 mile booked at $6,000, got them $428 a mile. Then at Ogden, Utah, going to Naples, Utah, short run, 44,000 pound load of general freight, 211 miles booked at $900, got them $427 a mile. Then at Aurora, Colorado to Billings, Montana, 20,000 pound load of automobile parts, 560 miles booked at $2,700, got them $482 per mile. Ultimately, these guys ran from Monday to Friday, only 5 days on the road, still grossed $9,600 in 5 days, got 2,172 loaded miles and ran an average of $442 per loaded mile average in a regular drive-in. The money is still out there, guys. Get out there and get it. Next, we got ourselves a reefer out of Sunnyvale, Texas. One pick, one drop to Bowling Green, Kentucky. 41,000 pound load of frozen pork products at -10 in a reefer. 715 miles booked at $2,300. Got them $322 a mile. Then Shepherdsville, Kentucky to Jessup, Maryland. It's a 37,000 pound load of sauces and dressings running 35 degrees on a reefer, 616 miles, booked at 2,800 bucks, got them 455 a mile. Then looks like Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Shelbyville, Tennessee. It's a 40,000 pound load of frozen foods running -10 on the reefer, between 0 and 10. That got them 695 miles at $2,200, got them 317 a mile. They finished off with Murfreesboro, Tennessee, with a 1-pick 3-dropper to Stowe, Ohio, Twinsburg, Ohio, and a final in Maple Heights, Ohio. Now, light load, 15,000 pounds in total weight, miscellaneous products running -10 degrees on a reefer, 566 miles, booked at 2,200 bucks as well, got them 389 per loaded mile. Very, very well done. They ran for a week, Friday to Friday, grossed 9,500 bucks on their reefer, ran 2,592 loaded miles at an average of 367 per loaded mile average. Very well done in my book. Honestly, this is great in today's market. Next, we got ourselves a vented van. They always do quite well, and this week is no exception. New Church, Virginia to Dearborn, Michigan. 41,000 pound loaded package antifreeze. It's a non-hazmat load, 667 miles, booked at 2,200 bucks, got them 330 a mile. Then Holland, Ohio to Middletown, Delaware. It's a 41,000 pound load of batteries, also non-hazmat load, 547 miles, booked at 2,150, got them 393 per mile. Then Feasterville, Pennsylvania with a 1-pick 4-dropper, actually Ashland, Virginia, and 3 drops in Richmond, Virginia. It's a light load, 20,000 pounds of building materials, kept getting lighter as you drove. 283 miles, booked at 1,450, got them 512 per mile. Then Suffolk, Virginia to Schenectady, New York. It's a 37,000 pound load of coffee, 533 miles, booked at $2,423, got them 455 a mile. Then right out of Schenectady, New York, going to York, Pennsylvania, very light load of 7,000 pounds of empty bottles, 279 miles, booked at 1,300 bucks, got them 466 a mile. Excellent job running Monday to Monday. Ended up grossing $9,523 for the week. Ran 2,309 loaded miles at an average of 412 per loaded mile. Then we got a reefer out of Malin, Oregon to Bakersfield, California. 44,000 pound load of floor loaded bulk potatoes, 50 to 55 on a reefer. 588 miles, booked at 1,800 bucks, got them 306 a mile. Then right out of Bakersfield, going to Chandler, Arizona, 40,000 pound load of non-alcoholic drinks. It's listed as a juice. 505 miles, booked at 1,500 bucks, got them 297 a mile. Then right out of Nogales, Arizona, going to Spokane, Washington. It's a 42,000 pound load of refrigerated grocery products, 55 degrees on a reefer, 1,560 miles, booked at 5,200 bucks, got them 333 per mile on this one, and did very, very well. Running a week, Monday to Monday, grossed $8,500, ran 2,653 loaded miles at an average of 320 per mile. So not a ton of miles, but excellent rate, very good money on their reefer, and did very, very well. We're going to finish off strong with this is a dry van coming out of Hebron, Kentucky, and White Bear Lake, Minnesota. 2 picks, 1 drop, going to Reno, Nevada. This is 18,000 pound light load of computer or notebook stands, computer stands. 2,474 miles, booked at 7,000 bucks. Way to go. $2.83 per mile going to Nevada. Then out of Sparks, Nevada, they took a load to Tucson, Arizona. 42,000 pound load of dry food. 848 miles, booked at 1,900 bucks. Got them 224 a mile. All dry loads. One of the loads super light. Ended up running Friday to Friday, ran 3,322 loaded miles, and grossed 8,900 bucks at an average of 268 per loaded mile average, which is actually really good considering they only took 2 runs, made 7 grand off of the first run, and made it happen. So guys, again, the markets are declining. Watch out for the new video that's coming. It is coming. It's just a bit more in depth, and you'll be glad you watched that. Definitely hold on to to dear life, if you will. The rates will probably continue to decline, but you're with the very best in the market. Whether you're a leased on owner operator, you're a carrier. We work with both kinds of truck drivers. So get in touch, guys. This is the time to really be working with the strongest out there, with the most experience, with the most honest and transparent companies. And you know, you found them. We are that company. So get in touch with us by calling or texting us at 801-448-6363. You can also visit our website at aftdispatch.com/go. You know, you can click the learn more buttons there. There's a lot of information there. You know, sign up for our newsletter. We'll send you a lot of info. You can also fill out our chat box at the bottom of any one of our pages. It takes 10 seconds. We'll get back to you. We'll give you all the information you're requesting. We'll get you set up and start getting you to make the top dollar that you deserve. So until next week, guys, stay healthy, be wealthy. Bye-bye.